what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? We've got grand finals here of the weekly tournament. Any god allowed, 4 bans each.
Oh, hi.
Extreme Man with the 37-month sub. Thank you so much, Extreme. I love you. All right, now we got. I forgot to turn off the notifications. It's my bad. It's my bad. Said I'd do it, but it's a new computer. It happens, guys. Anyway, thanks so much, Extreme. That's cool. Emote. Squid playing Anhur here up against Xenon, Hawks, Camazotz. We're joined here by the one and only Mazarites.
Hello.
Nice. I like it. All right. So, first time we're seeing Anhur, like Maz was pointing out in the pregame lobby. Weird to see that. I don't know why we haven't been seeing him much. He's an extremely dominant god in Duel. Very just. He's a safe guy. He's like the safest pick, I feel like. So for a tournament environment, I feel like everyone would be picking him because he's just so good. You know, he doesn't really get beat by many, by almost any gods. Hebo, Uller slight one. Some people think that he beats Uller. I think that Uller wins it slightly. But yeah, he's just a great god. This is before his buff, by the way. If you're watching this after, you are going to be watching this after his buff on this newest patch that he's getting, which is going to be even crazy. But Camazotz is another. Oh, this man is dead.
He's out of mana.
Oh, this man is bracer, but Squid didn't expect. Okay, there we go.
Oh wow.
Good presence of mind from Xenon to be able to get the bracer at the fullest extent there at the end. It was a really good bracer, and it surprised Squid too, because he thought he already had him, and he kind of had to, like turn around, make sure that that he could secure that kill. But yeah, Camazotz, another fantastic god right now. One of the best in Duel at this point. One of the better assassins really coming up more and more. Each patch seems to be getting better. And now without Fatalis, he fights into the ADCs a lot better. So he's very strong.
This is true, but we can't forget Toxic Blade was just introduced, which is a huge tool ADCs can use to counteract Camazotz's healing. And a lot of his pressure is that he could constantly sustain his health and mana due to the passive puddles that he gets. But that isn't until late game, and Squid is showing us that Anhur, even early game, is a beast. Literally, he is a beast.
Good one. Camazotz, though, that ult exchange was really interesting from Squid, or not from Squid, but from Xenon and Squid's reaction to it. I did not think that Squid was just going to walk through and prepare for Xenon's landing. That showed quite a large level of confidence. If you haven't seen from Squid too much, he's usually not that confident in himself in Duel, I feel like. Generally, we see more. I know he's big in 3v3. And in fucking sub-games, I've never seen anyone more try-hard in my life. The man just went 22-1 as Thanatos against my team in Clash, man. But it's kind of, yeah, he's got so much confidence in so many game modes, and it seems like Duel sometimes shies away from it. Ooh, nice ult to get the buff as well as get damage on Camazotz. But yeah, there he just ran straight up to the tower line and waited for Xenon to land, even though he was hitting him. Xenon was hitting him all the way through. So just quite a lot of confidence coming out from this man, and knowing that what he can do, what his character's capable of here. Anhur seems like a really fitting god for him.
Agreed. Squid definitely one of the more mechanical players as well. Although he did miss a couple of Ula axes, but he's showing that his Anhur is on point, constantly landing his impales and playing a good Anhur right now. Really nice to see good Anhur mechanics.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Bracer picked up for Xenon here is a question mark for me because of the anti-heal that's going to be coming out from Squid at least. I will see if he goes into it or not. He might not opt into it, but it could really hurt Xenon. But for the early game, at least Bracer is so strong here still. This, once again, is before the Bracer nerf as well.
That
the big
slow is
Bracer
so
nerf.
strong.
Oh, this could be a death and... Oh, yeah, he's going to... Oh my God! What? Oh my God!
Wow. But is he not going to go back?
Why does he not have a jump, Squid? What is he doing? Oh my God!
I think that's it. No.
Oh, and he's got an ultimate.
Oh my.
What? What incredible plays with Squid. It's so hyped to see because Squid is, like I said, More than anything, see, he's so incredibly talented, but he's actually like very humble about it. Like he'll beat our teams in sub games and just like by such huge margins and not even like act big about it or anything, man. And then you see him playing Duel and he's just like he's super humble. He's just like shying away and like I don't know. He's not confident in himself. But then you see him play Anhur and have this kind of mechanical prowess, and that's incredible. Really, really great stuff.
Has to be said though, Xenon did miss quite a lot in that fight. Definitely would have gone the other way around.
Yeah, some scary desperation shots from him because he knew that he needed to hit those, and that otherwise, you know, it was Dunsky's. So yeah, it was one of those spots where you know, kind of easy to screw up. I feel like, you know, and he definitely did, unfortunately.
But you can't take away from Squid. Like he played that engagement like a monster.
Oh, he's gonna take him here. I feel like. Oh, all right. I think this can go early F6, honestly, because this quickly just snowballing in Squid's favor, and Xenon is not having it. Like, he does not want to accept that it's in Squid's favor right now, so he just keeps running into him, and of course it's just going to keep furthering the lead. So yeah, the tilts could be getting real here.
He needs to play a bit more passive now. Camazotz is a very early game pressure guard. He definitely has a lot of lane dominance, but after this this huge lead coming out from beyond her, you can't play as aggressive as you would normally. Especially trading autos with someone who's got Ickful, it's just not a good look.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of this matchup too, I think Anhur definitely wins this one. I think that it's a lot closer without the Fatalis, but I still think it's an Anhur favored matchup for sure. I feel like it's one of Camazotz's hardest matchups, other than Uller, who's like known to really shit on him. So I'm surprised to see that Xenon let it through. There's a lot of guys you have to ban out right now. Even with 4 bans apiece, you can't always get out your luxury bans, and it could just be that he feels confident against the Anhur though. I mean, he's got tools. He can jump. He can jump through the pillar. He can jump away from Anhur when he jumps. He can ult whenever Anhur jumps. He can, you know, he has tools to get away and to counter engage on Anhur. But at the end of the day, I mean, Anhur is this powerhouse that, if played correctly, he beats almost every other god in the boxing match, and I think that definitely includes Kama.
Yeah, I agree completely. Camazotz can win this matchup, but I think he relies a lot on the snowball as well, which isn't the hardest to do. Like, he does have very hard-hitting abilities. His early to mid-game is very, very strong. But once the ADC really comes online, and even more accelerated, like, because of the snowball Squid's experiencing at the moment, it's so hard for Camazotz to get back in.
Yeah, I don't know how he comes back from this.
I counted that Commander Clad, and he showed me wrong, so I definitely think that Xenon could come back into this, but it's going to be difficult. It's an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah, and I think people do sleep on Camazotz's late game a little bit because his early game is so dominant that you would think, at least, that this guy's, you know, he falls off quite a bit. But really, he's still so intense at all levels of the game. He's got so much sustain in the late, and his burst really is the kind of burst that just gets constantly reapplied. So it's like a better Bastet, where he's able to just keep harassing you from afar at like the perfect range for him. Ooh, not able to find anything here. Squid really dropping the ball on those autos there. Needed to find them and just couldn't. So, oh, good. What a good jump. Wow. Finally, Xenon could have turned that one, but unfortunately just went Squid's way again through the perseverance of this man's tenacity.
And one of the main problems with Camazotz is he's completely, you live and die by his 2 skill shots. He's 1 and his 2. If you miss those abilities, especially for 2, it's very difficult to win a fight, especially against ADCs who are just constantly like throwing spears at you in this case, or arrows, or whatever ADC you're playing. But it's just very difficult. You are punished very highly for missing, and when Xenon missed that too, juked out by Squid's great jump, that's what happens. You lose the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. This Camazotz is a really what would you say? He's higher skill cap, honestly. Like, a lot of people, I guess, would kind of scoff at that because he's got such crazy numbers and he is such a good god. But he's kind of like Uller, where he's higher skill cap in terms of like what you can do as him against the higher tiered gods and stuff, you know? Like, you can't just run up with Uller in a tournament like this and, you know, get easy wins. You kind of, you know, people know how to fight against Uller, and you have to be able to play him to the best of his mechanical ability, or at least, you know, to the best of your mechanical ability with him in order to progress through even higher level ranked or tournaments like this. So Anhur and Camazotz, I feel like both similar in that regard, but Camazotz even more so. Camazotz really hard to be able to consistently land those skill shots. And I mean, they are all skill shots other than the ultimate. But even the ult, you have to be able to follow somebody quite well with it. And that's it. All right, it's pretty hard to miss the ult, but but yeah, the 1-2, it's I find it extremely rough, so I admire it whenever I see somebody hitting that stuff consistently.
Yeah, I agree. Camazotz is a scary god when it hits. Okay, so on her Squid going into defense now. He's got those dev gloves online. He's going for the traditional ADC build, really. I expect to see him finish that into anemia just for the raw protections that it provides. Whereas Xenon, on the other hand, I was expecting to see a Titan's Bane completed after his Breastplate of Valor, but it looks like he's going into maybe a Jotun's or a Brawler's Beat Stick. What do you think he'll go into there?
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Beat Stick. I just for some reason I feel like he's going to. I feel like I see a lot of people doing that right now, rushing the very early Beat Stick. And I would understand it if he's going up against a. Look how quick he is on this blue buff each time, but he lost it. I think he lost it the 2 other times, or at least put him in jeopardy the other time he used it. So. Or not that he used it, that he went for it. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like it's overvalued a little bit when it's not up against, like, Bracer. When you have a Bracer, sure, you know, rush that thing, but the Titan's Bane is going to be giving you so much more otherwise. That being said, he's up against, like, 50 stacks on Dev's Glove, so it could be a good time, too, you know? Because if not now, he'll wait quite a bit.
Yeah, Xenon is landing those too, so, but he's just not doing much damage with it at the moment, and just a credit to how behind he is in experience and gold at this current moment. Squid's auto is doing so much damage, forcing out the ultimate with a horrific emblem right there. But that's a win for Xenon. He's on a shorter cooldown than the
not if he gets
relic.
this, though.
Yeah, that is true. Him attacking the Bull Demon King right now, and if he gets that, that's gonna make Xenon's Phoenix very vulnerable.
Yeah, really smart from Squid, because in that kind of position, like Maz said, it would have been a loss actually for Squid had he just used Relic for ultimate, and recognizing, you know, he's specifically trying to force out that ultimate and get Xenon out. If he gets him out, like if he kills him, obviously hype, and that's ideal, but if he does it, he knows what his objective is immediately afterwards. So force an ultimate and a disengage with your Relic, and then go and immediately pick up that Bull Demon King and then
Squid
take the kill.
Does not miss at all. He landed everything there, even through minions. He was landing autos.
Yeah, this is quite a different Squid Beast that we've seen through the rest of this tournament. Honestly, he looked quite shaky throughout, but now he's kind of like got something to prove, and he's just really feeling himself.
He had me insulting his axes, and he's like, "Yo, when I play."
Yeah, I was insulting his axes.
We're all insulting the axes.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, "Nah, man, we can't be going down like that." And he comes out of the armor, and he is destroying right now.
Yeah, people in chat were mad because he just beat Queen Aphrodite, Linan. He beat his Afro with Uller, actually.
Frostbound?
Yeah, with Frostbound. Yeah, with Uller and Frostbound. And yeah, I mean, it's that kind of tournament, you know, you got to use all the tools available. Maybe I'll continue the tournament and ban Frostbound from ADCs. I'll have to see how it progresses for ADCs, especially with you know, the changes that are coming up in this mid-season patch. So yeah, we'll see how it progresses. Anhur is definitely going to be even more of a problem in the first place. So that's another story.
Speaking of problems, he's just finished that Executioner, so that squishy bat is going to become even more squishy.
Yeah. Oh, but back to my point, yeah, Squid definitely showing that he's not, you know, just reliant on those items. He's using those items because, you know, they're the strongest items available to him, and he's going to use it to try to win, right?
Of course, you got to play to win, otherwise what's the point?
I don't know. You tell me, because I do it all the time. God damn. All right, GG. Incredible game. And that's game 1, though, by the way, guys. There is another one coming up, at least one more. Xenon gets to take it up again against Squid and try to change the outcome of this grand finals.
GG.
The song ended at the exact same. Wow, that was good.